Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. And it's been a while, but I've got him back on. Jimmy Crucifix, he is now 9-0. And yes, good to get you back on.
Yeah, man. It's a pleasure, brother.
It's good to get you on, mate. And before we talk about your upcoming fight, which we'll get on to in a minute, I think I had you on, before you fought Fonz, actually.
Yeah, that was when my nan passed away, man. I didn't even want to fight that fight, man, because my head was everywhere. Well, I just did it just to challenge myself.
Talk about the fight. Were you happy with your performance, or you weren't? You don't feel like you felt like you weren't yourself, but you got the job done, which was the main thing.
Yeah. I wasn't my mind wasn't there at all. My nan died on the Tuesday, and obviously I had to fight in front of 500 people on the Friday, but I did it to challenge myself and to know that I can do it, and I can't be defeated.
Fonz is a tough fighter, isn't he?
He is. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter.
And then you fought in May. You fought Petr Alexandrov, and you won 39-37, and he put you down in round 4.
Yeah, well, it was a slip, but they say put me down, but whatever they want to say.
I don't, because I was like, when the ref started counting, I mean, you weren't hurt, you weren't really faint.
Nah, and I jumped straight. When people are hurt, they don't jump straight back onto the opponent. They will cover up and move around. That's why I was just letting everyone know I wasn't hurt. I was straight back on him.
Did that, how was that? Of course, like, it's a 4-round fight, and when like you get a knockdown, it's normally like you kind of get 2 rounds. So was there a bit of panic when you got back up?
No. I just wanted to make sure that he never got the better of me, if you know what I mean. I wanted to make sure I would finish that round off strong. But when you get a knockdown, it doesn't matter whether you're on top. The knockdown's a knockdown, isn't it? They were still classed as a knockdown.
You still won the round.
Yeah, that's it, mate. But it's all learning curve, like I haven't had much amateur, so I'm just learning on the job.
I mean, you've been very active, and then you fought Paul Scaife, who's another tough man. You beat him 60-54.
Yeah. That was my first 6-rounder. Because going into the 6 rounds, I thought it was like deep waters, but it was nothing that I can't do.
Yeah, how was it as it was 6 rounds? I mean, you said you get better as the fight goes on, and did you feel that in there when you fought your first 6-rounder?
I did, but like I said, like I think it's just a mental blockage doing your first 6-rounder. It's like you're doing your first pro fight again. You know what I mean? So it was a bit of a mental blockage there again, but it was all good.
Who would you say was the most awkward opponent you've been in there with so far? Because these journeymen are tricky. They make it awkward at times.
I'd probably say the trickiest one was not my last fight, the fight before that, because he kept on running around, and then because he knew it was 4 rounds. So
we'll get onto that one in a minute. Was that Yeah. So, it was Naeem.
Yeah.
I mean, you the hangar's almost like your home, isn't it? Basically, you sell it out every time. How is that, fighting in front of so many people, massive crowd?
At first, I wanted to move up, like fight on other shows, but it's your hometown, isn't it? So that's where you're going to bring the crowd and the excitement, isn't it? So, but I'm ready to travel out there and start fighting on other shows and bigger shows.
Then you fought Veletkov, who was 3-5, so a sort of step up in a way.
Yeah. He stopped most of his people, his opponents as well. But I brought my hand.
He was coming off a win as well when he fought.
Yeah, he's just come off a knockout win, but I brought my hand in that fight.
So was that hot? What round did you break your hand in?
I broke it. I think it was in the 3rd round. It was the third or fourth round. I think it was. It might have been the 3rd. I swear it was the 3rd, because you know what? It was the 3rd round, because I remember when I got back to the corner and I was just to reach my coach, I said, Rich, I think my hand's broken. He says, don't tell me that. And I says, what's the game plan? And he was just like, you just use the jab and the check right hook. And it was working every time.
Was that hard to keep going with your hand broke?
The only thing that was hard, the opponent knew that I was hurt. So when I was putting my hand up, because I split the bone straight down the middle, he was hitting right in that hand, in my hand. So I'd drop my hand down. Do you know what I mean? So then I'd be open. So I had to keep it there constant. That was the only thing that was making it hard for me. Apart from
He
that,
was, because other than that, like, he didn't really hurt you. It was more your hand that was
yeah,
the
my
issue.
hand was killing me. My hand was killing me. It was in pain.
So were you relieved that you got through the fight?
Yeah, man, he just let me know that I can fight in these championship rounds now. Because I brought Mountain and stayed in.
Another fight you had this year in, I think it was April, you fought Rostam Falcon, who's another tough guy.
Yeah, he was good. He's a good kid. He is as well.
I saw him at a local show back in July, and he actually got the win.
Did he?
He,
Yeah,
he's good.
when they're ready to turn up, they can turn it off.
Yeah, that's why you can't like, when you're fighting these journeymen, if you've got like a title fight, you can't like just look over them.
Nah,
Because
you can't
when they
switch
want to
on.
switch it on,
They can, trust me.
mm,
They're just as tough as the prospects. In
they
my
are.
eyes. Trust me. But they know how to stay in there with these journeymen. But you know what? I respect them because it's them that's helped me come along with my fights. You know?
Oh yeah, and the amount of fights, like, some people like wait, like, I see some fighters like they fight in April and then they wait until September when the year's practically. But with you, you're always on the ball. I mean,
Yeah.
2022 you were active, and same with 2023. I mean, then you fought Naeem Ali 40-36.
Yeah. But after my hand injury, I couldn't fight for 5 months. So I
That
probably
was
would have been,
slowing you down, wasn't it?
yeah, that was slowing it down because one time I had like 7 fights in a year.
Was that amateurs?
No, that was in my pros. I had like 7 fights. That was in my pros. I had like 7 fights, 6 fights. Sorry, in like a year. Sorry,
Oh yeah, that
six
was
fights.
2022.
Yeah. So I was quite busy, but I'm looking to be the same this year. I want to be active. If I can get flipping 10 fights in this year, I'd bloody do it.
Yes, mate. Talk about the Naeem Ali fight.
I wanted the 6 rounders, but he didn't want to do the 6 rounders because I know when it comes past 6 rounds, I mean, or to 6 rounds, I can take him in deep waters now. Do you know what I mean? We've been working on that in the gym and stuff, so we know where we're at with it.
Yeah. Would you say that was a? Were you I wouldn't say annoyed, but was it hard? As you said, he was like moving all the time, hard to.
Yeah. Like I wanted him to stand there a few times, in the center of the ring and let's go toe to toe. But then a few times when I hurt him, he would do a couple of dance moves and then run off around the ring and then I'd be chatting, but then I'd lose my frustration. But so it was learning for me as well. So when
You're just
guys are
learning
doing,
every fight I've
yeah,
seen of you. You're getting better. You're getting better
thank,
each fight.
thank you, brother, man. Appreciate it.
And then the fight after, when you fought in December against Santiago, you nearly
Yeah.
had him out of there in the first.
Oh, mate, if that give me another 30 seconds or a minute, I would have had him out of there. That bell saved him.
Yeah, I've seen him fight a few times. Like, he's fought Sean Noakes, and I've seen him at your call a few weeks before, and
Yeah.
I knew that you were. I've But he, again, it's one of these people who were just, when you caught him flush, he was just a matter of holding on, trying to make it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, like the journeymen, they know what they're doing, don't they? And fair play to me, stayed in for another 5 rounds with me. So hats off to him.
Mm-hmm. Would you still say you the fight that, like, you the best you've performed? Would you say the
That's
knockout?
my last fight was.
Really? Would you not say the knockout?
Nah. My last fight, I felt so strong. I just felt so dominant. I just felt like I could have kept on going on.
Mm-hmm. Of,
Mm,
of course, you've had these 9 sort of learning fights, and of
yeah.
course you've got Kirk, is it Kirk Stevens?
Kirk Stevens, yeah.
Is it super lightweight
Super lightweight, yeah.
for the Midlands? I mean, you've had your
Yeah.
learning fights, and it's time you get a.
I'm ready to go now. I'm ready. This is my time now. I'm gonna make sure that Midlands title comes back home to me.
What's your thoughts on Kirk? Of course, he started off 23 as a journeyman, and then he won this prize fighter, and he's
Yeah.
just front flipped his career, like turned his
Fair play.
career on his head.
You know what? I respect him and take my hat off to him for what he's done and what he's achieved. Fair play to him. I don't take nothing away from him, but when it comes to March the 8th, there's no friends, there's no talking, and there's no respect. Respect each other afterwards.
Wait,
But until
is
then,
that definite then? March 8th, is that the
yeah,
target?
March the 8th.
Good stuff. What do you make of him, like, as a fighter? Do you watch your opponents? And of course, now you're getting into these title fights, you're going to
Yeah,
start watching them more.
yeah. I've been watching him. I've watched him a bit, and he's a busy guy, and he's got good work rate. But I don't think he's strong, and I think my punching power will outbeat him. And if he opens up, I know I'm gonna catch him because I'm a better fighter when I'm sparring. Everyone I've been sparring lately, I've either been making them hit the canvas or been stopping them in sparring and that. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So that's why we're trying to use that in the sparring, so we can use it in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Of course, he his last 2 fights. I'm not sure if you've seen them, but he fought Jamie Stewart, and it was
Stewart.
2 toe-to-toe wars.
Yeah,
And you like a toe-to-toe war as well.
yeah.
So
I can give toe to toe. I can fight in the back foot, whatever. I can do them both.
do you put pressure on yourself, like fighting in your hometown for a bout?
No, no. I try to take the pressure away from me. I
And
like to go in the fight easy and calm, but still switched on. Because when you have the pressure can take it out of you, and then the nerves can start coming, and anxiety can take over. So you have to be calm. Do a bit of meditation before you go in that ring. Bit of breath work, and you'll be calm.
is it hard to stay, like, focused when you get like 600 of people supporting you?
Oh yeah, yeah, it does. And when you've got your family and your whole crowd telling you to do this, to do that, and you can hear them all, that's a bit of a pressure. But the fighting, to be honest, because I've been learning, like if this was probably say 6 months ago, I probably would be a bit, on my toes. But I'm just ready now. Like I'm ready to just give it all that I've got.
Because not many people, like, start hurting these journeymen, and really, like, the journeymen, like, go on the run, but you've got them hurt, and you've clipped them, wobbled them a few times as well.
Yeah, man.
But do you
For
feel
sure.
like those fights have set you up for this fight?
Yeah, 100%. That's why I just said, like I says, that's why I said, yo, respect the journeyman because they've brought me along. Without them, I wouldn't be able to fight, you know what I mean? And progressing.
Yeah, they're
So,
tough. They're really tough.
they are, man.
So on your fight with Kirk, have you got the tickets in hand yet, or not just yet?
You know what? To be honest, I'm gonna go speak to my promoter Errol tomorrow and get things sorted because I need to get things on the board because I know I'll be able to sell a lot of tickets for this fight, double than what I usually do. So,
Will you be topping the bill as always?
gotta be. I've got to be. I've got to be.
Yes,
Hopefully,
mate.
because I've got another lad from my gym who's fighting for a Midlands
Lewis.
title. Yes, Lewis. He's fighting for, I think is it featherweight or super feather?
I think it's featherweight, he was telling
It's
me.
feather, yeah, featherweight. So he's fighting for that as well. So
It's
we've
a
got
big night for your gym then.
yeah, man. It's a very, very big night, man, and I'm happy for us all, man.
Is there anyone else in your gym who's on the show? Do you know?
I think it's just us two at the moment that I know of. But who knows? Who knows?
Does Andy still fight?
No, Andy coaches. Andy's one of my main coaches now.
Oh, is he? Is he?
Yeah,
Will he be in your corner?
yeah, yeah. Andy will be in my corner. He's always in my corner.
So
Andy's good
oh
at.
yeah, Richie's your head coach. You were saying.
Yeah, he's the gaffer. He's the governor. He's.
Yes. Do you feel like you'll get the knockout in this in the fight as Kurt likes to have a tear up and you sort of your style or the usual saying, if the knockout's there, it's just a bonus.
Yeah, if it's there, it's a bonus. But you know what? I just want to know that I can do the 10 rounds and be standing. You know what I mean? That's what you call a true champion. If the knockout comes, it comes. You know, it's a bonus. But if I know I can do it. Sorry, when I've done the 10 rounds, I know I'm still standing. You know, I've achieved.
And how's camp been? Are you in camp at the moment or?
I've been in, yeah. Well, I haven't come out really. I went on holiday. I had a few days. I probably had a week off when I went to Jamaica. Well, I was still doing my running and bits, but it was too hot to be running out there. It was like 30 something degrees. But yeah, I'm back in camp. Nutrition's on point. I got my missus does my food for me, so my nutrition's on point. So I'm ready, man.
Is your dream to fight in Jamaica?
My dream would be fight. My dream would be to fight in America. That'd be my actually dream, innit? Everyone would love to fight in America.
Headlining in America.
Something like that. But you know what? We gotta master the British first. So I'd love to be on a
and the Midlands first as well.
Yeah. Well, I've got that. I'm confident in that.
What does this mean to you? Like, what does this fight mean?
I'm treating this as a world title shot. This is my first world title shot, and this is how I'm treating it. This is how I'm training. You know, I'm putting everything on the line here. I'm not messing about. I'm not cutting no corners. I'm doing everything by the book.
Of course, he's done the 10 rounds before, but you said that your style suits longer rounds?
Yeah. It does. Like first few rounds, like, I'm only just getting warmed on and switched on. After like the fifth and sixth, it's like I always take over. I do it in the sparring, and I do it in my fights. Just the way just the way I fight. I don't know. It's just me.
Do you feel like you'll come on strong in the later, in the later stage of the fight?
Yeah.
Because the first like couple of rounds, you just sort of
getting warm. You're just warming up, aren't you?
Because when you're fighting them 4 rounds, it's over before you really know.
Yeah. Literally.
And if you lose the first round, you need those next 3. You know what I mean? But with this 10 rounds, you pace yourself.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, like I say, like it's a good fight. It's a 50-50 fight. Do you know, these are the fights that we want. Like, I'm not saying Kirk Stevens he's nothing. Do you know what I mean? He's got the belt.
Because he's a champion for a reason.
Exactly. He's a champion for a reason. But so am I. I just haven't got the belt yet.
What can fans expect from you on March 8th, was it?
Say that again, bro.
What can fans expect from you March 8th?
Just going to see a dominant and a very, very perfect performance. You're going to see proper British boxing.
And have you got a message to your fans who are going to come out and support you that night? And yeah,
I just want to thank everyone that's going to come down and support me, because this is what we've been training. This is what I've been working hard for and building up for, you know. And without the fans and supporters, you don't really fight, because if you don't sell tickets. So I just want to thank them, and I love them from the bottom of my heart, each and every one of them.
And do you want to thank, whether that's anybody else, like managers, sponsors, anyone who's helping you?
I thank all my sponsors, because without them, like you say, you don't fight as well, because they support you. They help you with your nutrition, you know, everything, your food, getting about, petrol, getting to other gyms, to spa, your gym gear. Yo, the sponsors are the main thing in boxing. Before anything, sponsors are the main. So I'm just glad I've got the right sponsors behind me that are going to stick with me all the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then Richie Carter, what he's done with me in these last 2 years, it's unbelievable. When I first went to his gym a year ago, I struggled to do 2 rounds of sparring.
Really?
Oh, honest to God. I used to struggle doing 2 rounds. Now the coach can't get me out of there. And that's what I love what he's done, because he's molded me into a proper professional fighter.
Yes, mate.
Mm.
Good stuff, mate. And I'll look forward to your fight on March 8th, mate. And I wish you all
Yeah,
the best.
man. Make sure you're locking in.
Yes, mate, 100%. Thank you for your time,
Yeah,
mate.
man. Nice one, Sam, man.
Bye, mate.
See you later, brother. Bye.